Hey guys, welcome to the latest update for Project Eternity. My name is Chris Avellone. I'm the creative director here at Obsidian Entertainment, and I'm also one of the designers on Project Eternity. This post-apocalyptic wasteland that you see in front of you is actually how I usually keep the state of my office. And I expend a great deal of energy not just answering people on the Twitter feeds and the forums, but also trying to clean up this mess with usually a help from a few of my more trusted companions that I keep close by. I will say one benefit I have to actually spending time to cleaning up my office is sometimes I'll run across various letters and pictures that fans have sent with the subject matter being companions that we've had in our games. So for example, an artist, Stacy Ponder, thank you Stacy, sent us some beautiful pictures of some of the characters that we did for Fallout New Vegas, and I wanted to give her a shout out for being so kind to send those along. And not only is it a beautiful Thursday and an update day, but it is also my birthday, something I am very, very excited about. As of yesterday, I was 40 years old, and due to a complete freak of nature here at the Orange County grocery store, I am no longer 40, but apparently I am 42 years old because they ran out of the number 1 at the grocery store, so I am left with just these digits. However, the interesting thing is when I actually brought all these numbers up to the cash register, the cashier actually asked if I was 402 years old, which made me very, very sad. Even so, I am not that old, I swear to God. I am still a very happy individual, and I'm not going to let anything bring me down. So in any event, I wanted to go over today some of the elements that I brought up in my characterization blog here at Obsidian. You can find it at www.obsidian.net if you actually need the text transcription. But I wanted to go over some of the major points that I went through in the blog and sort of explain our reasoning and our process for these elements. So first off, when we actually design companion characters for our games, we try and think a lot about how they relate to the player and how they help the player in his adventures in the environment. One of the first things we try and make sure we do is that the character is actually combat effective. You actually want a character in your party who actually serves a worthwhile function. Otherwise, players simply are not going to be adventuring with that character for very long. Also, we want to make sure that if the players don't happen to like that character, sorry, Jane, that character is completely optional. You don't ever have to take that character with you if you don't want, especially if there's another character that you like a lot better and is a lot easier on the eyes. Also, you want the companion to be able to act as a sounding board, for which Beaker is not an especially good example. But you do want that character to be able to reinforce various themes and elements that are taking place both in the environment, with the character himself changing over time, and also just things that are taking place in the world. Because they're adventuring with you almost all the time, they are the best sorts of sounding boards for driving home the themes and experiences the player is actually doing in the game. Also, you want the character to ego stroke the player. You want that companion to make the player feel special and feel like the most important person in the world. They are there as emotional support as well as combat support. In addition, what we try and do with our characters is we try and make sure that each one has a special visual or ego signature about them that sets them apart. So for example, it might be a colorful hat, it might be a name they've given one of their weapons, it might be even the way they carry themselves or a certain expression they always have, or a beautiful umbrella that comes equipped with their character. All of these things help the character stand out in the environment and provide more sort of like recognition for the player as they're adventuring through the game. And lastly, we want to make sure that the characters actually react to things that take place in the environment and react in ways that you would absolutely expect. So for example, if a cowardly character that's easily frightened happened to come up against a combat monster who is very, very deadly with the weapons, chances are this character would not want to stick around and engage in combat with that character. And in fact, it causes huge, serious morale loss. So we want to make sure that whether we're being true to these characters' personalities, both as they're adventuring with you and as things take place in the environment. So that's sort of the big elements that we include with our companions today. I'll be able to go over some more stuff in future updates and give you more elements regarding the storyline and things with regards to game mechanics when creating characters. But if you want to check any of that stuff out, please check out our www.obsidian.net. And oh my God, that camera is totally staring at me. www.obsidian.net, and we'd be pleased to give you more information in updates to come. Thank you very much.